What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the top 10 jazz musicians of all time. First, I really want to thank all of our Patreon supporters who donate as little as $1 a month to help support the channel. There are perks and you can check out the link below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified about all of our future videos. It was really exciting for me to put together a list of the top 10 jazz musicians of all time. This wasn't easy to do, but I tried to pick the figures who I think contributed most to the art form. And I really think the test of time will tell about whose music and impact lasts the longest. Alright, let's get to the list. Coming in at number 10 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Art Blakey. Blakey made a name for himself in the 1940s, playing in the big bands of Fletcher Henderson and Billy Eckstine, and then worked with bebop musicians Thelonious Monk, Charlie Parker, and Dizzy Gillespie. In the mid-50s, Blakey teamed up with pianist Horace Silver and formed the Jazz Messengers, a hard bop group that ran strong for the next 35 years. This group became an incubator for young talent, which included Freddie Hubbard, Benny Golson, Kenny Dorham, Hank Mobley, Johnny Griffin, Curtis Fuller, Cedar Walton, Wynton Marsalis, and countless others. Art Blakey was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1998 and was awarded the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2005. Coming in at number 9 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Benny Goodman. Goodman's 60-year career is highlighted by sparking the swing era in 1935, bringing jazz into Carnegie Hall, being one of the first band leaders to integrate his ensembles, and leading the top big band of the swing era. He helped bridge the divide between the classical and jazz worlds. Goodman's small group with Gene Krupa, Lionel Hampton, and Teddy Wilson was equally groundbreaking for its blistering tempos and swinging classics. Coming in at number 8 in top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Lester Young. Coming to prominence while a member of Count Basie's orchestra, Young was one of the most influential players on his instrument. In contrast to many of his hard-driving peers, Young played with a relaxed, cool tone and used sophisticated harmonies. Known for his hip, introverted style, he invented or popularized much of the hipster jargon which came to be associated with jazz music. Coming in at number 7 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Thelonious Monk. Monk had a unique improvisational style and made numerous contributions to the jazz standard repertoire, including Round Midnight, Blue Monk, Straight No Chaser, and Well You Needn't. Monk is the second most recorded jazz composer after Duke Ellington. His compositions and improvisations feature dissonances and angular melodic twists and are consistent with his unorthodox approach to the piano, which combined a highly percussive attack and hesitations. Monk is known for a distinct look, which included his suits, hats, and sunglasses. Coming in at number 6 in top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Coleman Hawkins. Hawkins was one of the first prominent jazz musicians on his instrument, earning the nickname Father of the Tenor Saxophone. His virtuosic, arpeggiated approach to improvisation, his characteristic, rich, emotional, and vibrato-laden tonal style was the main influence on multiple generations of tenor players. This started with Chu Berry, Ben Webster, Herschel Evans, Buddy Tate, and Don Byas. Through them came later tenormen including Arnett Cobb, Illinois Jacquet, Flip Phillips, Paul Gonsalves, and Lucky Thompson. While Hawkins became well known with swing music during the big band era, he played a significant role in the development of bebop in the 1940s. Coming in at number 5 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Art Tatum. While still a teenager, Art Tatum was playing piano professionally and had his own radio program. In the 40s, he led a commercially successful trio for a short time and began playing in more formal jazz concert settings. Unfortunately, Tatum drank large quantities of alcohol when performing. Although it did not negatively affect his playing, it damaged his health. His playing encompassed the styles of earlier musicians while adding harmonic and rhythmic imagination and complexity. Acclaimed for his unmatched virtuoso technique and savant-like memory, Tatum extended the vocabulary and boundaries of jazz piano through innovative use of reharmonization, voicing, and bitonality. Coming in at number 4 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Dizzy Gillespie. Gillespie is the epitome of a virtuoso trumpet improviser. He built on the style of Roy Eldridge, adding layers of harmonic and rhythmic complexity previously unheard in jazz. His combination of musicianship, showmanship, humor, and wit made him a leading voice of the new music called bebop. His beret, horn-rimmed spectacles, scat singing, bent horn, pouch cheeks, and light-hearted personality provided some of bebop's most prominent symbols. He was idolized by many musicians, including Miles Davis, Tad Dameron, Fats Navarro, and Clifford Brown. Coming in at number 3 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Charlie Parker. Parker influenced just about every jazz musician that came after him. Steeped in the tradition of Kansas City swing and the style of Lester Young, he invented bebop, a musical style characterized by fast tempos, virtuosic technique, and advanced harmony and rhythm. Parker played the alto saxophone with the beauty and precision of a concert violinist. He was an icon for the hipster subculture and later the Beat generation, personifying the jazz musician as an uncompromising intellectual artist instead of just an entertainer. Coming in at number 2 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Duke Ellington. Ellington gained a national profile in the mid-1920s through his orchestra's appearances at Harlem's Cotton Club. He attracted the best, most identifiable jazz players in the world and specifically composed the music for their unique voices. Starting in 1940, Ellington began a nearly 30-year close collaboration with the genius composer, arranger, and pianist Billy Strayhorn, who helped Ellington write many extended compositions influenced by world tours. Following an appearance at the Newport Jazz Festival in 1965, Ellington and his orchestra enjoyed a major revival. His music covered a vast array of styles, and although critics tried to pigeonhole him, Ellington embraced the phrase "beyond category" and simply referred to his music as American music. And finally, coming in at number 1 for top 10 jazz musicians of all time, we have Louis Armstrong. Armstrong is without a doubt the most influential figure in jazz music. He's credited for single-handedly shifting the focus of the music from the collective ensemble to the individual solo. He got his first big break joining the Chicago band of his mentor, Joe King Oliver, then relocated to New York to join Fletcher Henderson. With his instantly recognizable rich, gravelly voice, Armstrong was the inventor of scat singing. He's renowned for his charismatic stage presence and became one of the first American jazz ambassadors, traveling the world with his ensemble. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the list. This was a real tough one to put together. Not only to whittle it down to 10 names, but try to place them in order. I really want to hear from you all, so let me know in the comments what you thought. And as always, we really want to thank all of our Patreon supporters who help support the channel by donating as little as $1 a month. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.